do you think, Hal?
Do you want me to hold it?
What do you got?
Just talk about the game tonight, talk about your pitchers. They carried a shutout into the ninth there and really limited UTA tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, that's why all that ball of energy is why he wasn't on the field earlier. No, we had scripted it pretty much the way we wanted to do it in terms of almost picket fencing it. An inning per guy all the way through. Feeser was, he threw 16 pitches and 16 strikes. So we wanted him kind of to go back out there to kind of do it again. But no, I thought they were extremely sharp, and sometimes that's tough to do when you haven't been out there. So, and you can tell by them in terms of when you have a new pitcher every at bat, that can be difficult, just because everybody's a little bit different. And by the time you kind of get a feel for a guy, he's got out and the next guy's in. So, just an awesome job of defense and pitching.
Dylan Traeger had the pinch hit RBI in the seventh inning. How big is it that you can go to him off the bench as a true freshman?
Yeah, that was huge. I think obviously to get the game to 2-0. That's a huge. As you can tell, in the ninth inning they get a leadoff double, and they score a run. And kind of that middle part of the order, of Bowen, Kramer, and Franco were the difference. I think they probably had 90% of the hits tonight. So that was good. We needed to put some stuff around them, but ultimately, I don't know what our record was midweek, maybe 8-2, something like that. And they were, one of the losses was to UTA. So to get that back and to get back on the win column after Sunday is nice. And now heading out to Tucson against a really, really good Arizona team.
Now you've wanted to get Noah on the mound more, but it's been tough because he hasn't been DHing. How good was it to get an inning for him tonight?
Really good. And then I think he was at second base when the half inning before, so he came in, got his stuff. So a little different. He hadn't been out since Houston. It was a long time. So there's a little bit of rust involved there, but I thought he threw it good. He felt good. He just felt like he said it was a little weird getting back out there. So, now with Stroh being what he's doing, so it's going to kind of be one of those deals where when he pitches now, it'll be a 9-man lineup, and Stroh will probably DH for a little bit, and then we'll see where he's at. But definitely get another guy with premium stuff, and especially from the left side was key to get him back out there. It was good to see him.
Speaking of Stroh, do you have an update on him, how he's doing?
Well, he texted me probably halfway through the day and was like, "Coach, I just saw Greg and he said I'm good to play." He wanted to play, and we didn't let him. But he actually looks way better today than I thought he was. I thought it was just going to be almost Elephant Man and a big puffy face, and he looks good. He's I asked him was he able to get any food down, and he said, "Yeah, I just got to be careful with the front teeth in terms of how I eat." But that was my big concern, was him not being able to get a ton of food in his belly and be able to lose some strength and weight. But to be frank, he looked the exact same in terms of, he said, my body feels great, it's just my face hurts, and we'll go from there. So he's obviously going to be ready to play this weekend. He was ready to play tonight, but we erred on the side of caution with him.
Bark at the park. Do you love nights like this?
For sure. It's obviously, I got 2 Goldens, and they're here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like an extension of our 40-man roster. I think it brings a lot of enjoyment to the field when sometimes it's not monotonous, but it brings a little bit of different energy to the field. And I think the biggest dog lover is probably Tommy Lepore. He's mad when I don't bring the dogs to the field, and it's good. I think sometimes when you're having a tough day or something, you got a pooch that's roaming around, walking around. I think it can bring a little bit of a sense of calmness in terms of it's baseball. Yeah. It's a family atmosphere. You got my kids here and dogs, and it's fun. Great. Bark at the park. I don't know if we won last year's Bark in the Park, but we did.
Yeah.
All right, we're 2-0 in Bark at the Park.
There you go. All right, Lewis, just talk us through that 8th inning there. It was bullpen game tonight, but it was close the whole way. So what was your mentality getting out there for the 8th?
I was just trying to throw strikes, man. At the end of the day, it's about pounding the zone and trying to give the next guy the ball. So just pounding the strike zone and trying to execute pitches to the best of my ability.
Speaking of your pitches, it looks like you've tweaked a couple things since last season. Just talk about your pitch mix right now and how you feel about it.
So I got obviously my cutter. I have a same pitch.
Yeah.
Been my go-to pitch. I have my slider and my curveball. We've been going to it a lot more this year, which is I like it. I enjoy it. It's a good pitch. But I also developed a changeup that I've been utilizing a lot, and I really do enjoy throwing it. I feel like it gives me an ability to stay away from the other side of the plate or go to the other side of the plate as well, especially the lefties. Just getting them away from the cutter. So it's helped me out a lot.
You guys know you're going to have like a bullpen game like this. Is the mentality like what it was tonight where everybody's just trying to throw scoreless innings like one after the other?
No, I just think it's about throwing strikes and just trying to dominate the zone. I think everybody's mentality is just trying to get out there and throw strikes, race to 2 strikes. And that's what Los has taught us, just race to 2 strikes and then pound the zone. So I think that's the mentality we always have to have in order to get through those 9 innings with different pitchers every inning. So.
Just a lot of young arms on this team. A couple of them through tonight. Just talk about how impressed are you by this freshman class and
I'm
their
super
talent?
impressed. UT, Noah, obviously, it's amazing to watch. They throw harder than me, but it's still just teaching them what it's like to be a professional pitcher. Not necessarily just taking it like as a professional, not looking at it as as a teenager. I know you just want to throw hard, but I think pounding the zone, and they have done great with that. And I think that's a mentality that we have to have, is just pounding the zone no matter what.
All right, Noah, first time you've been on the mound in a little while here. Just how good did it feel to get back out there and get a rep at
I mean, really, I've been itching to get back out there. It's been a while. I think it's been since Houston, but since then I've been playing the outfield 85% of the time, and then I mixed one DH game in Orlando, but didn't get to throw there. But I did get sent down to the bullpen, so I did throw a little bit there. But last time I threw was last Tuesday on live ABs. Tried a new pitch, and it worked pretty well. So that new pitch is that cutter, and we're gonna implement it, see how far it takes us.
What was the inspiration behind adding that pitch?
Playing catch really, and then really the first time Los even saw it was in the live ABs when I threw it for the first time, and it started middle, ended behind a batter or behind a hip, and it was at 90, 91. And then after that, he was like, you know what, we're gonna keep this.
Nice.
You had another multi-hit game tonight. Just talk about kind of your development at the plate recently.
Just having fun. You're in that late part of the season where it's no longer you can make big changes or big adjustments. Now you try to stick with your routines, and just knowing what you have to do day in and day out, coming to the field, and at the same time you want to have fun with it. You don't want to just go through the motions. You want to make sure you're involved with your teammates, with what you're doing, giving 100%. And a big part of that comes with the work we put in at practice, Monday through Friday.
Obviously, Sawyer had the big accident on Sunday. Sam was out and left today. Isaac and Wright for a little while. Just talk about guys picking up each other on this team this season.
Well, when you have that much depth on a team, it takes you so far because we've been having to deal with injuries or guys getting days off here and there. But we've really cycled through a lot of guys at different positions, either catcher or first base. But in the dugout, when it's late game, you're hearing different names saying get hot, you're coming in the game. So it's really cool being a part of a team with not only just speed, power, and hit, you also have like elite level defenders.